Yeah, I'm sitting in my bed and I'm writing in my journal, and I finally look at this box that Dre threw away today, and look at what that box says. Isn't that everything I say in my videos? I 100% receive this as the universe saying, sis, you're on path, you're doing what you're supposed to do to help yourself, your family, and your community. Let's go, y'all. Let's control our perception. Let's talk not getting upset at closed doors. What's good, y'all? I'm Lonnie Appleton. If you have a couple of minutes, I have a couple of messages. A lot of my evolution spiritually started in 2013, maybe 2012. 2012, my house was in foreclosure, and my life was like, I don't know what it means, but that's what my life was like. I just completely lost everything. So with my house being in foreclosure, did I mention that? I don't remember. But anyway, my house was in foreclosure in my condo, and I needed a place to go. I told the story with more detail in another video. But pretty much I had $15,000, and I had to decide what my next move was. It was me and my two girls. I knew I didn't want to sign a lease because that was too permanent, and I wasn't working at the time, and I was like, I don't want to sign a lease and then I don't have no money. I don't know how to invest, and I'm going to figure that out at my big age, but otherwise, I know how to hold on to some money. I guess growing up without nothing, when you get $1, you hold on to that dollar because you don't know where your next dollar is coming from. So anyway, I'm like, I know some people who have space in their homes that maybe me and my kids can move into a room. Now, all this is based on my today. I would not be here today having this conversation with you had these closed doors not happened. But you don't know to be appreciative of things until it's hindsight. But I'm going to tell you right now, be appreciative of every closed door because it's just pushing you in the direction that you need to go. This is only if you're purposeful in your life. If you out here willy-nilly, you going to get willy-nilled. Not sure what that is, but that's what's going to happen. So cut it out and gain some perspective and direction. Anyway, so I contact the first person. He's like a grandfather to my kids and a dad to me. Not really a dad, because I didn't have daddy issues, I had mama issues. But I linked up with him because of his wife, ex-wife. But we were all big one happy unit. They were surrogate grandparents for my children. Anyway, he was living in this 2-bedroom house all by himself, and he was rarely home because he was always traveling for work. And I was like, hey, can we live in your second bedroom? He said no. And in my mental space at the time, I was like, you have a whole house that's always empty, and you're telling me no, that makes no sense. At this time, I didn't understand how to go with the flow and appreciate closed doors. Second person I ask is my aunt. My aunt has a 5-bedroom house. All her kids and their kids live there. And my aunt raised me from 14 to 18. So why can't I go back home? She tells me no. That one really pissed me off. Because isn't family supposed to look out for family? And then I go ask my friend who lives in a 2-bedroom with her daughter if I could sleep on their floor on an air mattress. And she said yes. That friend allowing me to sleep on an air mattress in her house is what gave me the opportunity to be able to move to Texas to be available to my mother. I was able to be with my mother in her last few months here on this earth because my friend let me sleep on an air mattress. So all those other closed doors were necessary. They had to tell me no. And who knows what I was being protected from? Lord knows if I would have went back home. It didn't go well the first time. Alright, still talking closed doors. What's good, y'all? Lonnie Appleton here. If you got a couple of minutes, I got a couple of messages. I've had a lot of closed doors in my life, so I feel we need a part 2. In my master's program, I often talk about how do I have a master's, but I got kicked out of the program. They didn't kick me out of the master's side of the program, they kicked me out of the certification side of the program. My mentor teacher was a crap teacher. And one thing that you may or may not have picked up about me is I'm a very ethical person. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Now I can see all perspectives and allow people to be. But in my 20s, early 30s, I was going to call you on your stuff. And that's why nobody ever liked me because I call people on hypocrisy. Even though I'm a hypocrite myself, it's all hypocritical. And I call myself on my own stuff. So that's why I'm making these videos, and I've done this my entire life. I look at myself and I'm like, that makes 0 sense, sis. Let's switch it up a little bit. So maybe I'm a hypocrisy caller-outer. Maybe that's my new title. Hello, I'm Lonnie Appleton, and I'm a hypocrisy caller-outer. Alright, so they kicked me out of my certification program. I had quit my job of 8 years, the longest job I've had in my life. I quit my job of 8 years to go be in this certification program. Only for them punks to kick me out. And my mentor teacher was crap. Sometimes she taught the kids math. Low-income schools pay attention. Sometimes she didn't. Sometimes she taught them what they needed to know. Sometimes she didn't. But she was a tenured teacher, so she could do no wrong, showing up and collecting a paycheck. And I would watch her, and I'm like, these kids walking out here less educated than when they came in. So I called her on it, and they kicked me out the program. But they kept taking my money because I can get the master's, but you can't teach without a certification. But that's fine, it was a closed door. At the time, I was pissed. I wanted to be a teacher. No, I didn't. I went into education because I wanted to be an inspirational speaker, and at the time, 20 years ago, I was just like, well, how can I be an inspirational speaker? How can I become a Les and all Les Mills, I think that's his name, and the Yes, you know the Yes shit. I mean, no disrespect, I just don't remember people's names. When I tried to join a sorority, I could not remember all the names. I was studying hard too, but back on track. So that door closed, but when that door closed, I ended up at cosmetology school. And when I ended up at cosmetology school, I met my husband. So you can't get mad at closed doors because you don't know what they're doing for you. It hurts in the moment and you can allow the emotions, but don't stay in the emotions. Don't get bitter because that bitterness is keeping you from appreciating what truly that closed door pushed you towards. Think about when you're a kid and you're bowling and they pop them little bumpers up on the side. The ball is going and going and going, but it can't gutter. You're eventually going to hit your target. That's what closed doors are. You're bumping against all these different things on the side, but you're eventually going to hit your target. So be excited. Be of cheer. Count it all joy. Closed doors are necessary for you to hit your target. All right, black men, it's your turn. Ladies, I got this. I know you're probably not going to listen because I'm a female, but stop. I got something for you. Bow chicka wow wow. I kid. I know a lot of you out there are female, but if you come across this video and you know a male that could benefit from this, share. Y'all need to be copying my links and sharing my content if you like what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get this message out here. Let's get these messages, plural, out there. Anywho, my men, I'm gonna talk car terms, maintenance. I'm gonna talk sports terms, practice. I'm gonna talk sex terms. I can't think of any, but I know because I mentioned sex, you guys are like, huh? Basically, y'all gotta be okay to change. A lot of y'all stop growing and learning once you collected that diploma. You think, I'm grown, I'm a man. Who I am is who I am. I am who I am, and that's all that I am. Old pie looking ass. Y'all need to step up, because the ladies is out here and they grinding and getting better and evolving, and y'all staying the same. They trying to bring you with them. That's why the black family can't make it, because y'all stopped evolving. Y'all stopped receiving knowledge. Y'all stopped being okay with direction from everybody. Y'all on this patriarchal, submissive, the man runs the household, but you running that shit into the ground. The broken home statistics speak for themselves. The number of single mothers speaks for itself. The number of deadbeat dads out there speaks for itself. How many of y'all out there are deadbeats that are truly deadbeats, or you just see everybody else ain't taking care of their kids, so you gonna do it too? How many of y'all are really doing stuff that you truly in your heart believe in, but you just doing it because society tells you this is what a black man does? Stop being that guy. Stop fighting your girl when she comes to you with some progressive thoughts and ideas. Be open to give it 27 days. If it don't work out, go back to that old stuff. That wasn't working either. You want to stop fighting in your household? Then stop fighting progress. All these women are evolving. Do you understand? The most educated woman on this planet is a black woman. They have tricked you black men into thinking you're a dumb buffoon, that you're a big, violent monster animal that just has to every fucking thing. That submission is really a thing. You both submit. If you want to get along, you must play along. That means you both submit. You take your ideologies, she takes her ideology, you meld them together to become us. You cannot become us if you remain an individual. She shouldn't have to fight you for progress. So y'all gotta get over yourselves. I get it, your little ego needs those handle with care instructions. But stop protecting that stuff. Your ego is the reason why your home is broken. Put your pride aside and get ready to grow. When you got out of your home and you got that diploma, that was your chance to start moving and creating the individual that you want to be. Not accepting who you've always been as who you will be. Ain't no reason why you're sitting around 50 years old, the same person you were when you were 18. So the same way a car needs maintenance to run at its highest efficiency, you need maintenance as well.